They stood in a luminous workshop where ideas took shape as initial designs and transparent, shimmering models. A radiant and energetic spirit, a woman with a warm smile and wise eyes joined them. Diego, Mateo said, this is our dear friend Isabella. On Earth, she was a master of turning thought into action. A pleasure to meet you, Diego said happily, his new confidence shining through. I need your guidance. My mental image is clear, my faith and purpose are firm, and my heart is full of gratitude. Now I just have to wait for my desires to come to me, right? Isabella approached him, her look kind but serious. Dear Diego, this is the very rock on which many otherwise scientific thinkers have been shipwrecked, the failure to connect thought with personal action. Thought is the creative power, Mateo added, but you must not rely on thought alone. By your thought, you can cause the gold in the heart of the mountains to be impelled toward you. But it will not mine itself, refine itself, mint itself into coins, and come rolling along the roads to find its way into your pocket. Under the power of the Supreme Spirit, the affairs of men are so ordered that someone will be mining that gold for you. The business transactions of others will be so directed that the gold is brought towards you, and you must so arrange your own business affairs that you may be able to receive it when it comes to you. So my action is for receiving? Diego asked, grasping the concept. Exactly, Mateo confirmed. This is the crucial point in the science of getting rich. Right here, where thought and personal action must be combined. By thought, the thing you want is brought to you. By action, you receive it. Many people, Isabella cautioned, set the creative forces in motion by the power of their desires, but remain poor because they do not prepare for the reception of the thing they want when it arrives. Your purse is not going to turn into a magic purse, always full of money without any effort on your part. They found themselves walking in a long corridor. On one side were faded, dusty images of the past. On the other, the future was foggy and indistinct. The only point that was completely clear, bright, and solid was the ground where they stood, the present. But I am not in the right circumstances, Diego argued, a hint of his old thinking returning. My taxi is gone. I was in the wrong environment. Shouldn't I wait for things to get better and then act? Isabella stomped her foot firmly on the bright ground of the present. You must act now, she declared. There is never any time but the now, and there never will be. You cannot act in the past. Clear it from your mind. You cannot act in the future, for the future is not yet here. If you act in the present with your mind on the future, your present act will be with a divided mind, and it will not be effective. Mateo warned, put your whole mind into your present action. Do not give your creative impulse to the original substance, and then sit down and wait for results. If you do, you will never get them. So I must act in my same old environment, with the same people? You cannot act where you are not. You can only act where you are, Isabella replied. Do not worry about whether yesterday's work was well done or ill done. Do today's work well. Do not wait for a change of environment before you act. Cause a change of environment through action. You can act upon your present environment so as to cause yourself to be transferred to a better environment, Mateo explained. Hold with faith and purpose the vision of yourself in the better environment, but act upon your present environment with all your heart, with all your strength, and with all your mind. Give me a practical example, Diego asked. If I were still a taxi driver and had learned these things, what would my first step have been? Shouldn't I have looked for a new job? Isabella smiled encouragingly. Most likely, your actions for a while would have been the same as those you performed in the past, but you would have to perform them in a certain way, which will surely make you rich. If you feel you are in the wrong job, don't sit and lament. Hold the image of yourself in the right job with the purpose of getting it and the faith that you will get it. But take action in your current job. Use your current job as a means to get a better job. You would have turned your taxi into the best, cleanest, and most pleasant taxi in the city, Isabella finished. You would have given every customer more in-use value, in kindness, a smile, a pleasant conversation, than what you received in cash value. Your vision and faith would set the creative force in motion to bring the right job to you, and your actions in the certain way would cause the forces in your own environment to move you toward that job. Matteo stepped forward to summarize this final, vital lesson. In a resonant voice, he declared the completed statement of principles, reciting the familiar words about forming a clear mental picture with fixed purpose and unwavering faith. Then he paused, adding the final, newly learned principle with great emphasis. And in order that he may receive what he wants when it comes, man must act now upon the people and things in his present environment. A bright light of understanding shone in Diego's eyes. He now saw the complete cycle. Thought sets the universal forces in motion, and action opens the personal doors to receive the results. He was no longer waiting for a miracle to happen in the future. He knew that the miracle lay in acting in the certain way, right here in the present moment. He was ready to return and to act.